Hey, good evening. I'm deciding to start another video, so I'm gonna make this like a two-part video. So I just wanted to start the video off by talking about my status as being um, HIV positive since birth or whatever, and like how my day-to-day of it being a part of my life, and how it is dealing with my body and everything like that. So like I have to say that I experienced more maybe complications or more illness or sickness more when I was younger before I found out, because I found out at like the age of say fourth or fifth grade, so around then it was before high school, so I had to be like 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there. That's something that I want to find out more in depth in the future from my primary doctor, which I've been going to for what I've been having him for like over 5 years, 5+ years. He's been my primary doctor. I only go see him for everything. And like as of right now, I only have to see him every 6 months. But when in the beginning of me finding out my status, I would have to go more frequently, which was like every 3 months. But and then like I said, when I was younger, I feel like because we didn't know beforehand when my mom adopted me, we didn't know. I, was a premature baby, born to my mother, born to her from her. Um, and I had drugs in my system. So when I was born, I had to deal with my cerebral palsy, which I only had in my lower legs, which were really my like feet and my lower legs, part of my legs. And I had to get the operation probably at the age of, had to be like under 3 years old when I got that operation done, and went through that whole process of rehabilitation with being able to learn how to walk on my feet and not on my tippy toes all the time, all day, all the time. And I had like ear infections, colds, what else? I had to deal with the chicken pox. I did end up getting at one stage in my life, around that time. I think it was before I found out I had ended up getting shingles. So that has to do like with, it's like a type of, I guess, chicken pox, but and you could get it anywhere. So I ended up getting that. I think that was before I found out what was going on with me. So that was pretty much the most I had to deal with beforehand. Before I found out we found out what was going on. That was the most I had to deal with. And then, I never had the flu. Never had the flu. I've always got my flu shot every year. Like even when I was living with my mom, I always have gotten a flu shot. And I had to deal with eczema. I've had eczema. I think I got that because of my mom. My mom might have had eczema. And it like runs in my family. Yeah, I have a big family. My grandma had 15 kids, so I have 3 uncles and 12 aunts. Well, including my mom, is 12 girls. And so I have like 11 aunts, including my mom, which is 12, and 3 uncles. So that the eczema runs in my family. I think diabetes, as far as diabetes and high cholesterol, that runs in my family. But as of right now, because like I said, I had to go get a primary checkup every 6 months now. None of that I have to deal with. My immune system is doing really good. My viral load is undetectable. And I know I said that in my first video, but it's really been undetectable like more than like 10 years. Like mainly almost like basically, not mainly, but basically up until maybe a year or so after I found out, when I first found out that, I had HIV as a young child. but it quickly, my viral load went down really quick, I think, because they was really on top of it. And like I really show a lot of gratitude, and like I really appreciate strong the what I want to say, because I was on the kids floor for a long time until I end up going to where I go now, which is specifically for me and other people like me that are dealing with this and stuff. So, they really was really good to me, and they still are very good to me. Like, even if I was to move out of state, which I want to do, I would come back, because they already told me I could come back and have my visits with my doctor that I have now. But that's not set in stone or decided or anything yet. So yeah. Trying to think of anything else I had to deal with. Cause pretty much I'm like, living like, not living. I am living a regular life. So I don't have no major complications for me myself. I can't say for anybody else, but for myself, I don't have to do, like, my eczema is very mild now. Um, Sometimes I might get a cold depending on the season of the year of that year, for like the fall and winter. Like this fall and winter, I kind of been a little bit under the weather, like cold type. But I like to drink a lot of tea, and I like honey, I like lemon and stuff like that. And then, you know, I do what I gotta do. Um, and like I don't have diabetes, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have any of that going on extra right now. And I am taking my medicine, 1 pill a day, so I have to do that. That's part of my routine. It's just 1 pill a day. So yeah, I don't have no other major health issues that I have to deal with right now. And like I said, I regularly do my visits every 6 months, and then when I have to have an eye appointment, or um my ears checked out, I go to my primary doctor. Let me see what else. Um, Something I've been wanting to do is have my feet checked out for my cerebral palsy, but I really don't feel like it's like a major concern right now. It's just something that I be like, concern, my own personal concern. Like, I be walking fine or whatever. And then a lot what I like to do a lot is take baths, where so I'm soaking, and then I like, use the Epsom salt, and that kind of relaxes my legs and my muscles and my feet, to help with that. But I'm not really having any major issues or problems with the cerebral palsy since my surgery. So I'm very grateful for that also. And I'm just trying to think what else I could say in this video. And my diet is like pretty much regular right now. I'm trying to work on losing some weight, because like after I found out and stuff, in the beginning I was kind of smaller, so I was drinking a lot of Ensure, which is like a drink to help you when you're not really eating a lot, I guess, and you're kind of not maybe you're not gaining weight or something like that. Back then I used to drink a lot of Ensure, but I don't have to drink none of that now, because like now I eat fine. I eat more than sometimes I think I'm supposed to. So like this is the heaviest I've been at um so far, at the weight that I am right now. um hmm. So that's all. I don't know what else I could really say. So I really don't, like, I don't have no other medical issues that I have to deal with. Thank God for that. Um, yeah. So as long as I'm going to see my doctor every 6 months, and taking my 1 pill a day, Like, I'm prescribed and I'm supposed to. I have been doing very well with everything overall. Um, and I do work. I work a part-time job right now as a cashier. So I am like moving around. It's kind of like, exercising. And with the cashier job, you do gotta stand up for like 8-hour shifts or whatever your shift is. And I do perfectly fine with that. And beforehand, before I had this job, um, I was working in healthcare, which I really enjoyed, and I like to like being able to help people, elderly people, and be like a companionship with them. So um, that was, me moving around, exercise and all that too. And so I was doing that for a long time, which my last job I had for that was, say, about 2 years ago now. 2 years ago. And from 2 years ago, all the way back until 2005, that's when I started in healthcare. And I had my home health aide, which I think I might still have it. I'm not really sure. I had to find a way to check up on that. And I did have my PCA, and I currently still do have my CNA, which I had taken a class for in 2008 and graduated, the class, which was like 3.5 months. And like every couple of years, you have to get recertified to keep your CNA going. So I've had my CNA since 2008, and I really enjoyed that. Um, so yeah, I've always been working since basically even before that, like, yeah, about 2003, like the end of I say my senior year, that's when I really started working, or not my senior year, the year before that. So 11th grade, 10th or 11th grade is when I really started getting into wanting to work, and like it just went from there. So I've never really um not been the one to not want to do something. So that's my form of exercise and stuff right now. But I do want to get more into exercising and working on toning my body and other stuff. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk for this video. I think I'm gonna do another video, which would be like part 2. So I'll do that another day. I'm not gonna do that tonight. Cause I am filming this right now at like 11 something at night. It's a little late, but whatever. I just decided, let me do it, because I've been wanting to do more videos. Just, kind of let people know, or other people know, what my day to day is with living with my HIV, and how I cope with it, and how I'm living with it, and how it is. I live with it. Like, it's not, all of me, but it's a part of me. But I am still moving, pushing, doing a regular, like every, any another person. I just have to take my one pill. For me, I have to take my one pill a day. Everybody is different. Man, it's basically, if you keep taking your medicine like you're prescribed and you're supposed to, you can get to a point where you can't have your viral load be undetectable every time you go get tested. Because and if you're not taking your medicine like you're prescribed to and you're supposed to, that's making you capable and open to getting sick, and your immune system being very not as strong as it can be. So that's not a good thing. And then you'd be more prone to get sick, especially like getting the flu, pneumonia, and whatever else stuff that can happen. Especially if you got other health issues going on, you're more prone to have stuff happen if you're not taking your prescribed medicine and doing what you're supposed to do to keep yourself healthy for the most part of everything. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to like say in this video. I will try to have another video sometime soon, maybe a part 2. And if you watch this, I appreciate it, and thank you for watching. All right, good night.